From packed stadiums to jaw-dropping pay-per-view numbers, YouTuber boxing has taken the sporting world by storm, proving that entertainment and punches can indeed go hand in hand. It all started back in August 2017, when two popular UK YouTubers, Joe Weller and Theo Baker, decided to post a fight between them on Joe's YouTube channel. There wasn't any beef or bad blood between the two, they were just two friends making a video for entertainment. But little did they know that their fun little boxing match would spark a worldwide phenomenon. KSI commented on the video that he would fight the winner. Joe beat Theo, and the beginning of a new segment of large-scale boxing began. KSI couldn't resist the urge to jump into the ring himself. And so, the epic showdown between KSI and Joe Weller was set. The world was hooked. 20 million viewers couldn't look away as KSI and Joe clashed in the Copper Box Arena. KSI was heavily favored, but Joe withstood the storm until he lost by TKO in the third round. YouTuber boxing was born, and it was just the beginning. Calling out the infamous Paul brothers, Logan and Jake, was a stroke of genius that skyrocketed YouTuber boxing to a whole new level.
Any of the Pauls, I don't care. Bring it.
Logan accepted the fight and began training. KSI's younger brother Deji challenged Jake to a fight as well. As the four began training, it became clear that this fight would become significantly bigger than the last one. On August 25, in the legendary Manchester Arena, 8 fights took the stage and millions of eager eyes were glued to the screen. The arena was buzzing with excitement as the younger brothers stepped into the ring. Despite being the underdog, Deji put up a fight, surprising everyone. Jake Paul was the favorite, and, as the 5th round rolled in, he stopped Deji. With an explosive TKO, Jake secured the victory. After the electrifying showdown between Jake and Deji, it was time for the much-awaited main event, KSI vs Logan Paul. From the get-go, the fight lived up to its hype. KSI and Logan Paul battled ferociously, each refusing to back down. Round after round, the action intensified. And when the final bell rang, the entire arena held its breath, waiting for the verdict. After their first epic encounter, many speculated that the match was fixed, a mere ploy to rake in more money for an inevitable rematch. But the truth is, the rematch was already scheduled before the first fight even took place. Fast forward to November 9, 2019, the stage was set at the iconic Staples Center in Los Angeles for the Ultimate Showdown. But this event wasn't just about KSI and Logan Paul, 2 other world champion fights were scheduled, featuring Billy Joe Saunders and Devin Haney defending their titles. However, putting these 2 fights as undercards faced heavy criticism and were branded an insult to the sport. Yet, there were those on the other side who argued that this move aimed to bring in a new audience, expanding the sport's reach and popularity. As the time finally arrived, the Staples Center buzzed with excitement. KSI and Logan Paul stepped into the ring once again, eager to settle the score. KSI dominated the early rounds, displaying incredible skill and control. But Logan Paul wasn't going down without a fight, mounting a strong comeback towards the end. As tensions escalated, there were a few questionable hits that had fans and pundits alike speculating on the impact on the final decision. Logan was penalized for a few illegal hits that might have cost him the victory. In the end, the judge's decision came down to the wire, 2 scoring in favor of KSI and 1 in favor of Logan Paul. From the historic clash of KSI and Logan Paul, a wave of sensational YouTuber boxing fights has taken center stage. Jake Paul vs NBA star Nate Robinson. Floyd Mayweather Jr. vs. Logan Paul. Anison Gibb vs. Taylor Holder. Jake Paul vs. Tyron Woodley. Deji vs. Alex Wasabi. These battles have captured the imagination of millions worldwide. With the support of mainstream media and significant boxing promoters like Eddie Hearn, these social media fights have evolved into legitimate matches, revolutionizing the sport of boxing.
Then I watched the press conferences. I saw thousands of people turning up to the press conferences. I saw York Hall having to shut down because they couldn't fit any more people in for the London press conference. Then it's on pay-per-view, and I'm thinking, that pay-per-view, this is going to be a disaster. It does 1.3 million pay-per-view buys. And you know what? The fight was pretty good. You know, two guys in great shape who had trained hard for this fight. The digital world, the social world stopped and watched this event.
Undoubtedly, YouTuber boxing has injected a fresh dose of life and excitement into the sport. Even the legendary Mike Tyson has praised the social media stars for breathing new life into boxing.
What are your thoughts on YouTube fighting? I've heard a couple clips, but what do you think about the idea of celebrities, YouTubers, entertainers getting into the ring?
I think that's the biggest thing and the biggest help for boxing in the history of boxing. You know, that shows the power of boxing, that it's spread into another field that doesn't even exist in the real boxing world, but it still has its place in boxing.
However, not everyone is thrilled with this new phenomenon. Traditionalists have raised concerns, criticizing the idea of social media stars stepping into the boxing ring. They argue that individuals with no boxing background, reaping massive rewards, is an affront to the hard work and dedication that true fighters endure. Despite the divided opinions, there are undeniable benefits to YouTuber boxing. The rise of YouTuber boxing has introduced a whole new generation of younger fans to the sport, expanding its reach and ensuring its relevance in the digital age. Additionally, the increased financial backing of these fights offers aspiring fighters the chance to climb the ladder, gain recognition, and build their brands. With new streaming services and sponsors entering the fray, the potential for growth and exposure in the sport has never been greater. One thing remains certain, YouTuber boxing is here to stay. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, comment your thoughts and subscribe to our channel.